Welcome,
Yeah.
browse at leisure.
Welcome to another stream. Yay.
Of Minecraft.
Of Minecraft.
Hi, Jill.
Today
She's the
we're not
only one
actually
that
running
likes it.
anything.
That's what he thinks.
We're just
In fact, we're
doing
so not running anything that
Yeah.
I'm playing video games.
Yep, exactly. Just making maps and screwing around. But it's all canon now.
Yes, this is all canon. Like, for example,
This
will there
actually
be a
happened.
quest to deal with the 8 quadrillion ghosts that left the ghost library, even though we missed them leaving
Oh, don't
the
you
ghost
worry.
library?
Don't you worry. No one has forgotten about the ghosts that are exiting the library.
I can't remember if we talked about that before, or, well, no one can know what we talked about last time because the stream had no volume.
Yeah.
On the last episode of this, we talked and you heard nothing, and you got to watch tokens wiggle around, and you probably figured out somehow we stole the book and got away.
Man, of all the episodes to not get the audio in, I'm really disappointed that it was that one.
Well, yeah, because the other two were boring.
This is the most interesting one.
I can summarize what happened to you, high school audience. What did we do? Well, old Kerpan was like, I have a book, and Orbo was like, I can turn into a spiggly spider and crawl up the chimney. And we kind of just stared at each other for a minute, being like, will that work? And the answer turned out to be yes. But then...
Get these lights on.
Yeah, we got to get those lights on.
Yeah.
Then what happened? Oh, yeah, then the ghost librarian got mad and tried to kill Kerpan and I forgot her name, Hermione.
Mara.
What was her name? Like Mara Witherwind or something?
Yeah, Mara Withering.
There you go. See, I know it. And then
and the Lasagna Codex. Hermione and the Lasagna Codex.
We got the Lasagna Codex out of there because I was a spiddly spider and I crawled out. And then Kerpan was a sneaky boy and snuck out while I already forgot her name again, Mara Withering or whatever. She used counter spell so that the party didn't get blown up by a fireball, and the other 2 people missed the meat. So just me and Kerpan. And then when we got out, she was like, give me the spooky Lasagna Codex. And we said no, because if we do, you're just going to run away, and we have to bring you back dead or alive. And then we took the sleeping bag that had our burnt up friend in it, and then we left.
That sounds about right, yeah. That was pretty much it.
Oh, there was like 30 minutes of me asking like angle shooting questions at the librarian to make sure that if we got out of the library, she wouldn't just like walk outside and blow us up.
Just destroy everything, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like, so with this curse, like, why don't you leave the library? She's like, oh, because I like the library. It's like, well, what if you wanted to leave the library? He's like, I can't. Like, oh.
So we can run away.
Yeah, we didn't ask it like that. We didn't mention anything about stealing anything. But the moral of the story is every party should have a druid, because taking any item you want to steal and then hiding it inside of a spider is brilliant. Because when the druid transforms, they can just take everything they're holding and stick it into their body.
Yeah.
Or an unstoppable combo of theft.
Yes, we turned out to actually be pretty good at stealing stuff.
Unstoppable combo of theft.
Yeah, Kerpan has like the skills to actually steal it, and then once he's stolen it, he can just slip it to me. And it's like, oh, where'd Orbo go? There's just like an army of spiders or something over here.
What do you mean? I don't have anything.
Yeah, it's the perfect crime. How small can a druid go? Like, can I turn into a flea?
I think so.
So I could just like be even more impossible to figure out. It's like, this is the holy rod of whatever. Don't touch it. And Frank could just steal it and hand it to me, and I could just like turn into a flea and just sit on him, and no one would ever know where I went.
Yeah, to an extent.
That's better than being invisible.
Especially if I had fleas already.
Yeah, I could just be one flea amongst an army.
There we go.
Who's gonna notice one flea? It's like I just like crawl into his shirt or whatever. They're not gonna be like, Hey man, you got like a flea under your shirt. Like no one has ever said that in their life.
Hey man, you got a flea on your shirt.
Yeah, unless we're doing like the flea from friggin' like Mucha Lucha or something. No one is gonna call
I
out
forgot
all of
about
a sudden.
Mucha Lucha.
It's like, oh my god, the staff of whatever disappeared, and there's like a microscopic bulge underneath that guy's shirt. That must be it. He did the classic hide it in the flea plan.
It's a foolproof plan.
I don't want to move past the phrase microscopic bulge without discussing this.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, let me look up how big a flea is so I can be accurate. Here's a flea.
Let's see. We need
A
trees.
fully grown flea is an eighth of an inch long and is smaller than the tip of a pen.
It's a pretty tiny bulge.
Yeah, because that's also the bulge would be based on their thickness, not their length. How thick is a flea?
Alright, let's...
Okay, a small flea is 1 to 2 millimeters long. Fun flea facts from the veterinary hospital. Fun flea
What?
facts.
Yeah, hit me with some flea facts.
We need some fun flea facts.
They are good at
Like-
jumping. Their structure is made for sticking with the host. Yeah, it's flattened laterally so that they can squeeze through hairs better. And it makes them harder to squish. And they're covered with bristles. So really, I could just be a flea and like lay sideways, and then it'd be an even smaller bulge. Like that'd be a perception like 20 with a plus 10 modifier to notice a guy has a bulge under his shirt from a flea.
Well, even if you saw there was a flea on somebody, that wouldn't tell you anything.
Well, you know, so like hypothetically, they get the insight 20 too. The nat 20 insight, so they go, you had a druid in your party, and now he's gone and the staff is gone. So he stole it. And he could turn into an animal and be in this room. So then we're at the point where someone has to go, there's a microscopic bulge in that guy's t-shirt.
I'm scanning the room for bulges.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he probably turned into some animal very small. So someone's like, I do a search to see if I can find any sign of any small animals in the room. They get the nat 20. It's like, you notice a teeny bulge.
Just zero in on a bulge, no matter how big or small.
The guy's a professional bulge.
It's like, sir, I'm a bulge hunter. I need to inspect any and all bulges, please.
The bulge hunter. And then can I do
bulge
one more
hunter.
level? I can. One more level. Sweet.
What the fuck?
Whoa. I don't remember if we're allowed to swear or not. I think it's PG-13 rules. You get like 1F.
You get one F. That's
Sorry.
It's all right. We still had our 1.
What the frig?
Yeah, they go, what the friggin' F? So, just so I understand, we have to take Hermione back to Cinnamon before we can do another quest, right? Like, we got to go back
Unless
to
you just
whatever-
send her off.
Well, no, we can't do that because we're not sending her off with that book.
Yeah,
Plus, how would we
that's-
take credit?
Yeah.
We got to go to, I can't even read it, Q something, Q B, Q blocking it, Q something
trying to say?
11. And then
Oh,
so
QQ.
it says, I can't read it.
QQ11? That's where the sword was.
Well, I mean, I figure we'll go to QQ11 instead of PP12.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's fine.
PP12.
That's the
But
mountains,
then
though.
we
There's
risk-
no woods.
Yeah, first of all, there's no wood. Second of all, we risk running into a bandit. And if the bandits steal the book, then they're going to steal Hermione from us. Because it's like when you have the key in Super Mario Brothers and the sun is attacking you, if you lose the key, the sun's going to follow whoever takes it. No, it's the mask.
I was about to say,
No.
what's the sun here?
No, the sun just attacks you. But I think Super Mario Brothers 2, there's like the mask that like chases you whenever you get the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the mask.
It's a
The sun
mask.
just like runs around and chases down anybody.
Yeah, the sun's just out to kill.
Like the real sun.
The real sun in for the hunt.
Real sun has it out for me.
How on topic do we need to be today, Callie?
Not very. I mean, right now I'm just making a couple of overworld maps for you guys to explore. Because I was lazy and didn't do it earlier today, and so now
Good
I'm
choice.
doing it now.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Randall, I don't know if you've seen the latest of Mr. German 985, but he played some Pikmin 2,
Mhm.
and he was the worst I've ever seen someone play a Pikmin game. It was the most frustrating thing I've ever watched in my life.
That's so funny. Like, how bad was he? Like,
His
what is
strategy
it?
against enemies was to throw the Pikmin on it and then
That sounds
whistle
alright.
them back.
Alright, I don't know about that.
And then what them back?
Whistle them back. So, like, against, like, the polywogs or those things that jump, he'd
Yeah.
throw them on, and then when it shook them off and jumped, he'd whistle them back so that they would have to run underneath it to get back to him and
Why?
get crushed. Because he was panicking. He was panicking the entire time. Ron, did you ever play Pikmin 2?
No, I didn't play any of them. I pretty much universally hated any and all strategy games.
Wow, Pikmin's great. But in
Pikmin's
2,
not is like enough of not a strategy game that I was also able to enjoy it, because I also was
It was
not a
like
very
strategy light, but I don't know. I rented it and it just like didn't click.
well, the first game's hard when you're a kid because you got a
first game was
time limit.
really hard.
Once you're an adult, it's very easy actually. But as a kid, the time thing, you can't get a grasp on it, and you always feel like there's not enough time because you have 28 days to beat the game, and you're like, I just want to grow Pikmin and have fun. The game's like, well, then you lose. You're like, no. But anyway, in Pikmin 2, there's an enemy that shoots boulders, and the boulders home in on you.
Mm-hmm.
And as like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old kid, I understood the best way to beat those enemies was to leave all your Pikmin and just send your captain out there and literally lead the boulder back into the worm. And it's the easiest thing. His plan was to just try and avoid the worms entirely, and he lost so many Pikmin.
Poor little Pikmin.
One second, I'm going to find the clip and put it in the unrelated chat, but someone put the comment, at this moment, like, Germa's soul leaves his body. Because so many of them die. Where is it?
Mhm.
This? No, it's not. That's not the drawing. So anyway, how about that Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. I don't want to like show what I'm making, just because
Well, what?
spoiler alerts.
We're just staring at the map right now.
Yeah.
Wow. This is going to be a stream for the history books.
Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. I don't know what else to show. I mean, I guess I could show it. Just if
Just we shouldn't look.
yeah, just don't watch it. I'll show off what I'm working on here.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
add
Kelly, if it makes me feel better, I'm trying not to watch the stream just to say spoilers.
All right, here you go. This should do it. This is so he found a cave.
Here we go.
I was getting off topic.
That
So he
should.
found a cave, and he's reading the description of the cave, and you can see the boulder in front of him.
Let's get a
Things in
couple
myself.
of these. Have a little bit of fun there.
Let's see.
That is the most Pikmin I've ever seen die.
Poor little
Holy
Pikmin.
moly, they're all dead. And then they move in position to get rolled over again. It's incredible.
Don't like that one.
Man, I've been watching his highlight reel for Hitman, the new one that came out. It's so funny.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch. I'm glad he ended the Pikmin thing very early. He did not beat the post game. He was like, "I'm done." I'm just like, honestly, like, thank God, because if he kept playing, I have to keep watching, and it's just infuriating. It wasn't like Game Grumps level bad, where like they're playing Mario and they can't jump, but you know it was close.
Game
I remember.
Grumps.
You remember like old Game Grumps when they were playing like Donkey Kong or whatever, and they just like couldn't accomplish anything. The
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
I don't think that ever changed.
Well, if I remember at the very start, they just had John play games he liked.
Mm-hmm.
And so John just played the whole time. He knew all the games, so it went great. And then like, all right, well, we're done with all of them. So let's play famous stuff, and they just
Never really
didn't
watched
watch
any
it.
of the Game Grumps stuff.
I watched up until John left.
I didn't even watch up until John left. Whenever they're playing like Sonic whatever, 08, 06,
Sonic 06, yeah.
that was just
I
awful.
don't even know Sonic 06. What is that?
It's like this weird ass
Yeah.
Final Fantasy-esque Sonic game.
What?
It's infamously bad. It's like Sonic is in a world with humans, and he has a human girlfriend or something. And then it's just, and then like technically it is absolute garbage.
Yeah, the game is broken.
Yeah, it came out like right when the new like 360 came out, which is why it's called like Sonic 06. And what people ended up realizing is that every single time they loaded anything, they cleared memory and then reloaded everything from disk, even if it's like the same,
Jeez.
map that you're loading into. So like every time you die and it's like extremely unstable, you're gonna like fall off the map and die a lot. You had to like
reloads
sit through this like
everything.
minute and a half loads
Good
just to
Lord.
like, yeah, it was real bad.
That does sound pretty bad. Ooh, these are kind of cool. Alright, I think this is good enough for my outdoor picture. So we'll save this one.
Yeah, as far as D&D goes,
I got one encounter map set up.
woo!
So
See, Brother Grimm is online. He's just not here. If only he were,
Chilling.
maybe we could play something.
yeah, tell him.
Brother Grimm, come
So,
play with
dude.
us.
Alright, let's make a new one. Let's make this one 30 by 30.
Connor, did you watch the most recent Half in the Bag thing where they talked about Psycho Gorman?
Yes, and now I want to watch Psycho Gorman.
I watched it a couple days ago.
Was it worth a damn?
The movie overall is like okay, but holy moly, PG, holy moly, do they have some like world class one-liners?
Oh man,
There you go.
Yeah, like it's fun. It's also super short. It's only like an hour and a half, if that. So it's not like there's much to commit to. But like the dad is the best character. All the fun one-liners that they talked about in the Red Letter Media review, like the "I don't care about honky boys."
or do I? Yeah.
It's pretty fun. It's nonsensical and weird. So
Well,
good hour and a half.
if we meet it for Crimbo, we have to watch like 18 films to make up for not watching any Neil Breen last year.
I know.
No
He needs to
Neil
just like
Breen.
marathon the
Neil
rest of them.
Breen. It's his favorite film category.
Hey,
Frank sounds really
one we
excited
watched-
about Neil Breen.
The one we watched 2 Christmases ago, the last time we were together, was way better than the first one.
What did we watch second? Was it I Am Here Now?
I think it was
we
I Am
watched
Here
one of them.
Now.
Was it the
No,
one
we
with
watched,
Robot Jesus, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
then
like
yeah,
where he's
that's
like
I
in
Am
the
Here.
desert, like eating tuna and stuff.
No,
that's the first
No,
one.
that's the that's the first
We've
one.
seen 2 different ones.
yeah, we
Yeah.
watched two.
We watched one when we did Crimbo at my place, my parents'
That was
house.
Double Down. Then we watched one at
Have you watched
Riley's
Twisted,
place.
or is it Twisted Pair or Split Pair?
It's
Twisted
Twisted
Pair.
Pair,
Twisted
and I want
Pair.
to watch that one too. But we got to watch
We gotta watch them in order.
Findings first.
Yeah.
That's
I
next.
think. Yeah. I have it downloaded. It's sitting there on my Plex server, and I'm
You
just.
mean you've already bought the DVD?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
Yes, I already
uploaded
bought the
your
DVD in
that is
Minecraft.
legally
I,
in Minecraft.
I pirated the movie and put it on my Plex server in Minecraft.
But in the real world, he bought the DVD.
It was really hard. I had to go to like what was it? It's like Adam was talking in the Year Movie Sucks review about how if you want to buy one of the movies, you have to go to the page for another movie, and in the special requests or something when you're
Ask
checking
for it.
out,
That's the movie you want.
you have to say like, yeah, give me this movie instead.
So at the time, there was Fateful Findings, I Am Here Now, and Double Down. And if you went to his website, you could only buy Fateful Findings. So to get to get one of the other two movies, you had to buy a copy of Fateful Findings, and then in like the comments, put like, I would like a copy of Double Down instead. But yes, Fateful Findings is next on our list. Then Pass Through, and then Twisted Pair, and then we're up to date on the Neil Breen films.
I haven't even heard of anything about Pass Through.
Yeah, I've never
Pass
heard
Through
Pass
is
Through.
the one with like the immigrants at the border.
I have no idea, honestly.
Is it Pass Through the one where at the very end it's like all the rich people hanging out and Neil Breen's talking to them and he keeps like, isn't that wrong? And then they're like, it doesn't matter because we're like wealthy bourgeoisie.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it is. I think it's the one with the great ending where he like kills all the rich people on Earth and then goes on the news and is like, I've killed your wealthy, and if you're not good, I'll kill you too.
I remember there was I think it was I Am Here Now, where he exposed like all of the like elites and the rich of the world, and so like the end was just this montage of like
themselves.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Just like we have been exposed. Our plans are public now.
That's the one where he's like a terrorist.
That's the first one. That's Double Down, where he's poisoned the water of Vegas with anthrax.
Yeah, he just goes to like a pond out in the desert and then like sprinkles
sugar in the water.
Yeah.
Why does that make him a good guy? I'm confused at that.
Because he's the guy whose perspective we're following. And he's justified because the government killed his wife because he wouldn't do what they wanted him to do. So he's out for revenge, but he'll also take like $1 billion instead.
I mean, that's a reasonable.
My favorite part of that whole movie is when he goes to like assassinate that couple that just got married, and then he kills them, and they're the wrong people. And then he goes to kill the people he was actually supposed to kill, and they killed themselves because they knew he was coming to kill them. They ate like poisoned strawberries or something.
What?
It was something very stupid. It was maybe he fed the one couple poisoned strawberries, and the other couple just like slit their throats or something. I don't remember.
Jeez.
I like the 80 minutes of him out in the desert confronting the hallucinations of his parents, asking them like if he's real, are they real? Is he dead? Are they dead? It's so great. Viewers, instead of watching this stream every Monday, you should spend the next 5 Mondays watching one Neil Breen movie
every day
each time, and then come back and see us.
Yeah. Educate yourself.
Educate yourself. But that means we haven't had a Neil Breen movie. If he doesn't make one this year, it'll be 3 years. Because Twisted Pair was 2018.
I thought he just released one or something.
According to his filmography, Twisted Pair is the newest. He might be working on one.
Well, he released that like 5-hour, like $160.
Like How I Make Movies. Okay, time out.
How I Make
One of these comments. Let's see. What is this? Okay, if you look up Twisted Pair in Google, for the IMDb page, for some reason, instead of showing the description, it has a comment someone made, a review. So, Twisted Pair 2018 IMDb, better than B Movie and Shawshank Redemption. I cried the whole way through. True art.
There you go.
That sounds about right.
I mean, if it's better than both Shawshank Redemption and B Movie, I don't know how you can't.
Man, it's hard to beat B Movie, so you know.
Yeah.
It must be good.
But
true excellence.
Hey, Kelly, what program are you streaming? Is this Roll20?
No, this is Dungeon Draft.
Alright.
And it's what I use to make my maps. And then I import them into Roll20.
Okay. That's cool, man.
Not just stealing JPEGs and slapping them on a map. Can't believe it.
You gotta download them JPEGs. There
Just copy paste, baby.
There we go. All right, I think that's enough. And then now we need the different rooms. So I need. Let's jump into these tags here. Let's go to living quarters. You know, God of Destruction definitely needs a king-size bed for sure.
I'm a twin XL.
I'm an Excel spreadsheet, baby.
Let's see. I can't remember. I have a list of the rooms because Layla and I already went through this, and I don't know where I saved it. Oh, here it is. Well, that was easy. Okay, so that's right.
So will we ever get to do anything inside of Cinnamon?
Are you asking can you or will we?
Either.
Sure, yeah.
Like when we drop off Hermione, are we gonna get to like actually drop her off? Is it like you made it back to Cinnamon and you drop Hermione off?
Yeah, you guys can walk around and see the different things. Here is the city map.
Oh, we've seen this because there was the mana wells and there's dry wells, but that's where the old one was and it dried up.
Yeah. And I've got, let's see, 1, 2. I only have 3 maps of the inside of Cimarron, which I can make some more of. I hate making cities, so I'm bored. It's boring to me, so I'm lazy and haven't made them. But if you guys do want to go in and like kind of check some stores and stuff like that, I've got a couple of those maps.
I just want to know what this den of evil that Hermione comes from is, where they try to steal lasagna codexes that make evil ghosts blow up their own library.
So she's part of the Cimarron Court, which is like the large mage guild of sorts, and she's not exactly part of the court yet. She's like, well, she's aspiring. She wants to be one of them, but to do that, she has to like do a bunch of training and learn a whole bunch of stuff and basically like prove her worth and stuff like that. So right now, she's practicing under like one of the great mages whose name is Canth Cloudmore. And so she's like his apprentice.
Cloudmore hired us to bring her back, dead or alive.
Yes. But primarily alive.
I understand that it would be objectively better if she was alive, but the quest clearly stated dead or alive.
You gotta be careful with your wording.
Yeah, I do, because that one is that one has screwed me over. Oh, I forgot. I never actually said the librarian's name, and I figured out where I had it written down. It was on the encounter list. Here, I'll put it in Roll20.
Name was Lasagna, wasn't it?
No, it was Ain. Ain Balor.
Oh, I'll call her Libby. I remember now.
Yeah, you were calling her
Libby
Libby.
the librarian.
So
do our characters know this?
Yeah, because you said what is your name, and I said I'll look it up because I don't remember it. So
Yeah, random. My character's name is Orbo Whipperwoods.
nice. That's a good name.
It's a great name. And
Yeah.
he's a robot druid because he got lost in the woods for a very long time and forgot how to do anything other than be a hippie.
Nice.
And so
So
now,
is the character's
go ahead.
name actually Hermione?
no, her name is Mara Witherin.
But she looks like her.
Did you just use a Hermione, like a picture of Hermione?
No, it's like a elf, but she's got like blonde hair, and in
She's
my
got
mind,
brown hair.
You know what I meant? She has Hermione colored hair, and she's wearing like a Hogwarts uniform.
I gotcha.
It's definitely not a Hogwarts uniform.
It looks okay when the token is on the screen. It looks like she might as well be wearing a freaking Hogwarts uniform, and she has the hair in the same way. You know, I think it adds up. She looks like Hermione.
Here, let's see. Let me.
I just found out that we can look at NPCs like this. Oh my god!
What do you mean?
Like I just learned there's this folder called characters, and when I open it, there's Mara Withering, and I can click it, and there's a description of her.
Yeah, I've every monster and character I make available to you guys once you see them. So,
So why
well,
is the librarian
aside
still
from
a
obviously like
librarian?
monsters, like the ghosts and specters and stuff.
Can you add a note that the librarian's real name was Ain Balor?
Yeah.
That she wears a big old triangle in her head. Also, she's deceased now, or I guess more deceased. I just realized those things that were in the middle were her hands clapped together.
Yeah.
So maybe that little bit of purple is her face. She is just wearing a big old hat. Yeah, Mara Withering. Current status alive. She's the apprentice of the great mage Camp Cloudmore. And he's being a douche and being like, go bring me the lasagna codex to prove your worth.
Yeah. That's I don't get what's wrong with that.
I don't know. It just feels like a big thing to make your apprentice be like, what did he do?
I don't know yet. Well,
We're gonna
I
ask
do
him.
know, but you don't know yet.
My skin is robot flavor.
Oh, my phone's alarm is going off for some reason.
Show up for D&D.
Oh, it's because I accidentally had it set for Monday instead of Thursday. That's what it is.
Hmm.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'm going to save this with what we've got so far.
A random, my character's backstory is at one point a legion of these robot people were walking through the woods and he got lost.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of my backup characters are other members of this group of soldiers who also got lost in the woods for like hundreds of years. So my backup character's name is Yorbo Flapperfists. And she's a monk.
Nice.
I do need to make that spreadsheet of which Orbo names I've used. But now I'm early.
Was it just like the beer fest level of like killing characters?
Beer Fest.
Yeah, have you ever seen that movie? Because at some point,
yeah,
like, one of the characters.
The main character dies, and like his twin brother shows up, and he's like, "My brother has told me all about you guys, including like your likes, dislikes, and your entire family history. So it's like I know everything he knew."
Yeah, it's like we're already best friends.
Yeah, that's what he says. It's like we're already best friends. It's great.
Why is this doing this? Export.
Hey, wait, hold on. That guy put his shield away. That's not okay.
Get that shield out. Get those shields out.
Watch out, watch out.
So the real hot topic is, Mr. DM, how does Donald Trump getting acquitted affect our campaign?
This is why I'm not prepared.
Are you telling me there's not going to be like an 18-meat saga of political statements loosely hidden as a Dungeons and Dragons campaign?
I don't have that as my plan.
Oh my God.
If you're, I'm taking requests though, so you know. I do have plot wise. I think I told you guys already, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like 20 or so different encounters already set up. I just haven't made all the maps for them.
How many of them are dependent on the
Political
impeachment
situation.
proceedings?
On the impeachment proceedings,
Yeah.
everything is on hold until then.
Well, they're over.
Oh,
yeah.
So now they're not on hold anymore.
You did
That's
it.
what I'm trying to say.
It's an allegory for what's going to happen in D&D.
This is why I'm unprepared.
I think we need to. Did we ever show Hermione the lasagna codex?
Yes.
Did we ever let her read any of it?
No, you did not let her read any of it, but you did let her see that you guys had it.
Because maybe we can swap it out for another book and keep the lasagna codex.
I don't remember if I stole another book. I don't think I did.
Yeah, but there's plenty of books in the city. We need to find any old book.
I'll see.
Kind of like the one that you hid on the I don't know, what did you hit it on the sconce? That's what it was. Not sconce,
Yeah,
whatever you call it.
whatever. Podium.
Yeah. Lectern.
Isn't
That's the word I was looking
sconce the
for.
thing to hold the torch?
Yeah. Lectern was the word I was looking for.
Podium.
Podium.
Where are we on the map? Okay, there. We're back to the map. At the Library of Hosts. Yeah, so does that need to like leave the map now that we blew it up?
Oh, the library?
Yeah, shouldn't it now be like the crater formerly known as the Library of Ghosts?
Well, we didn't really talk about it a whole lot, but
What a
yeah,
growback.
that whole library sinking thing, it is continuing to sink.
How deeper can it go?
So
I
deep.
don't know. You want to go check it out?
Well, not on that night. We got to get Hermione back, dead or alive.
Yeah, that's true. But preferably alive.
I understand, preferably alive. No point have I said she's gonna die. I'm just saying, if she dies, as long as we bring the body back, it's
Yep.
still a passing grade.
You can't leave her behind, no matter what.
We do have a sleeping bag of ashes, so we could just put her in that, even if she gets all burnt out.
Oh man. All right, so we definitely need some of these. Let's put these over here, maybe. Nah, it's gonna be.
I guess I got a question about how the game works now.
Sure.
So, like, if we go back to QQ11, is it always going to be the big old sword?
Possibly.
Okay, so no.
I mean, if things don't change, if that makes sense.
Okay, so
Like
it's
the
not
world
just
is
a random-
alive, so
I get that, but it's like,
as far as you are aware, as a denizen of the world, it should be there when you go back.
I just mean like, when we go to somewhere like QQ11, is QQ11 unique in what can happen there, or is it like there's just a table of like random forest encounters, and then we just roll one every time we go to QQ11?
Every time you first go in there, there is a roll for random, and then once it is there, it is now canonly there.
But that's all it'll ever be, unless something like in game would cause something else to be there.
Right.
So it'll always be visit big sword. It won't be like, oh, this time you don't encounter the sword, you go to the bandit camp.
So to an extent, now obviously there are like more than one thing sometimes in some of these areas. So you could encounter other things, but for the most part, yeah, it's all of the like large or like unique sightseeings that you're going to see are going to be persistent and stay there.
All right.
And that's on purpose for the most part. Here we go.
It is
I'm
so
gonna make these
fucking
halls a
cold.
little more cave looking. There we go, that's a little better. Alright, and then this room definitely needs to be this way.
Yeah, I agree.
There we go.
Did you beat Dark Souls yet, Randall?
Yeah, have you?
No, not yet. I'm playing Dark Souls 2, and I'm at the point where there's kind of like at the very end a gauntlet of just like 4 bosses back to back. And you don't have to beat them all like in one try, but I am doing that right now.
Which
Yeah.
have you played the first one?
Yes.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is the only Soulsborne game that I haven't played, except for Demon Souls.
The throne.
The original PlayStation whatever one.
An original PlayStation game or a new PlayStation 5 game.
Ah.
This stream brought to you by Dark Souls 4. Surprise, it's coming out.
An original PlayStation 5 game.
It's actually coming out on the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually
what?
Sony's new plan is they're just going to sell you their old consoles. So instead of remastering games on the new ones, they're going to make a PS3 game so then they can release the remasters without making a new console. That's like next-gen tactics.
Like they didn't want to remaster games, so they just remastered the console.
That's a big old boy or girl. That's a girl. She got a booty. Her name is Nishandra.
Chandra.
Who dat?
I like how she's like, well, you're cursed, dude. Turn the slab.
Return the slab. Oh.
She's cheeky, huh?
Yeah, I haven't quite figured this one out yet.
I just like how she's like killing you, like how I would like kill a bug. Like, just got like a broom, just gonna like smack him. They're like, whatever. Like, get out of here, you rascal.
Come on, get.
Oh, there's not even like anything to the boss fight. You just have to walk again.
Yeah, pretty much. Although it's a stupidly long run back.
Right, but it's not like there's like enemies in the way to mess you up. It's just to literally walk back with this slow ass door.
Yeah.
Caves,
The throne.
cave tunnels.
Wait, but where's the throne?
Alright, let's see if we can find something.
It's like through the boss room.
Oh.
Dungeon jail. Interesting.
It's pretty cool to live in a world where like every single cave system has some like badass like thin tunnel just above the abyss.
Yeah.
Like normally in a cave is there's no room, but in Dark Souls every single cave it's like there's just empty space everywhere.
It seems like in Dark Souls you just keep going down through caves that you think lead to nowhere, and then suddenly it's like an entire civilization that's down there.
Yeah, and then suddenly you're like in the light again, and there's no mountains behind you, and it's like, all right, you know, whatever.
And you get to join Blight Town and get angry.
Why does she keep putting your green eco right by her shoes?
So that's where I die.
You gotta stop hitting her, man. That curse. What does cursing do? It looks like it depletes your max health.
I think so.
Oh, is it the little like poops that are making you cursed?
3.
It might be. I'm trying to. I'm figuring that I should probably try to figure out what the little poofs are.
Yeah, it looks like if that's your curse bar, when you get close to the little poops, that's upping your cursedness.
There we go.
I don't know. Curse doesn't really do all that much.
We find those.
Stop that, you scamp.
I think also just being next to her increases the curse a lot.
Can you throw like fireballs at her or something? Because it looks like that laser beam attack is a lot easier than the broom sweep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not a Dark Souls person. I don't know how this game works. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Chat, tell Randall how to beat the whatever this woman's name was, like Ashara.
Lashandra.
Yeah, Lashandra.
Lashandra.
Unfortunately, my fireballs are not super powerful.
Got bombs.
Nah.
Do you have a bow and arrow? Oh, never mind. It doesn't reduce your max health. You've already. Oh, that's like a humanity thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Or you have like a stopgap on your HP.
Yeah. So when you're human, you get your full bar, but if you're hollow, or like each time you die, you lose, I think, 5% down to like 50%. But if you have a ring, which I have on, it stops at 75%. And for the most part, I've just been playing at 75%. That's fine.
Let's see.
I actually tried to play some of the games I got for Christmas on my Switch today, and one of my friggin' Joy-Cons is dead.
Ah.
Like permanently, or do you need to like charge it? Like...
No, there's something wrong with it. Like when it's hooked up to the Switch, it doesn't register.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I don't really care that much. Just means I can't play Digimon, whatever this game is called, figure out what a Digimon game is like.
Which
Well,
Digimon?
that's a pretty
game?
big loss.
The one I got for Christmas, like Digimon something. I don't remember.
Gotta be a Digimaster.
I do. I want to be a Digimaster. I want to be a Monster Rancher.
Monster.
What is she doing?
Oh, when you're cursed, your HP just ticks down.
Let's see. I
It
don't
looks
have
like it.
Oh, here goes the laser beam.
Roll through it.
Whiff.
Easy.
Well,
Here.
I guess I'm going to save it here and deal with this later.
Run away, Randall. Run away.
No. Just roll through it.
All right, cool. Easy enough. Well, this I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.
Thanks
Okay.
for watching.
Yep.
Bye-bye,
Here's
everybody.
all the
Thank God
map
we have
stuff.
sound for this one.
Yep, no sounds.
So you could hear our thoughts on Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. Hey, we did
Dark
get
Souls
like a
2
quick overview of what
trash.
happened last week since everything was silent.
Yeah, but no one
And-
should watch that episode. We should recap again the next time we actually play D&D.
Yeah. That's a better move.
Randall, is your game lagging as bad as the stream is, or is that just the stream?
No, my game is buttery smooth.
Okay.
All right, stopping the stream.